Hello! In the coming week we have another park bench project coming up, and this one's going to be, I think, exceptional. All of these projects, all of these sessions that we have stand alone, and yet when they're strung together they're really beginning to create this architecture, this environment, this landscape that we are setting in motion, this fifth dimensional state of well-being where humanity begins to co-create and exist together without fear, without threat. Although we're in a transition, but that reset has happened, and we are very successfully moving along this pathway into this state of well-being. It may not appear that way looking at the external world, but if you just look at the external world by stepping back and recognizing the status quo is no longer in place. The rigidness of this is how it is, and this is how it is. That's being very significantly disrupted. But on a spiritual level, this level of awareness, this energetics of consciousness is beginning to move into the hearts of every single person on the planet. And so in setting up this next session, we're really excited about what is going to be made available. And we wanted you to have a sense of this before we had the session, so you could be very conscious of it as it was occurring. One of the things that exists within you is one single particle, physical particle of light, crystallized particle of light. And it's referred to in the higher dimensions as that living light that's created from the pink diamond within the heart. One crystallized particle of light. And it's constantly in this vibrational state of love, emanating from it this radiance, this sense of reverence. As you put your attention on it, it's simply as if you're in this sanctuary, all about you and something much bigger aspect of you, that aspect of connectivity with Source. And in the center of that pink diamond is a singular, brilliant dot, if you would, of golden light. That aspect we've talked about in this previous session in relationship to the elementals, where that nature, what's referred to as Christ consciousness, not a religion, and not even about Yeshua. Yeshua is simply the messenger for those that play there. But in every single human, this spark of golden light of the Creator just simply vibrates, and as it hits that pink diamond, it begins to radiate this wide bandwidth, but of pure vibrational light. We know it as words like respect and kindness and appreciation and gratitude, dignity. That's how we're beginning to experience it, and that's how we're setting this architecture in place. Now, there's no, this is what it will be, you will do what I say. Respect, you have to have respect. There's none of that. It's just simply setting a vibrational tone emanating from this pink diamond, emanating from that single spark of golden light. But we know love as a feeling, or as a sensation, or a perception, or what should be is how most of us know love. Well, it would be nice when. But in order to really stabilize this into a physicalness at a new level, we're going to begin to draw light in this coming session from the non-physical into the physical. And so some of you playing Mastering Alchemy will know that as the 10th ray, drawing it in this huge electromagnetic field of light, amplifying love in this particular case. That pink light emanates everywhere, exists everywhere. But as we bring it in as an electrified field into the heart and into the pink diamond, we're going to do something that really hasn't been done. We're going to create a crystallized density that begins to be placed into the cells of the human body. Crystallizing love as a physical particle, not just the one, but beginning to expand it into every single cell. Think about it as ice forming or crystals forming in a cold piece of metal, and it just simply cools and those crystals begin to form. In this case, it's an electromagnetic field that you have the capacity to command, draw into the heart, draw into that pink diamond, and then radiate it out so that that pink light crystallizes. It's really quite exciting what is potential, beginning to create a foundation within the landscape that pretty much everybody begins to walk on as you step into well-being. It's an aspect of this consciousness, this shift, these new waves of light that are coming in that are now establishing a baseline for how love is to be experienced. So in this next session, if you can enter into that knowing you're the creator, you're building this template, this landscape, the architecture for all of humanity to step into. It's not a fantasy. It's not a, oh, won't it be nice someday? As you enter into this space, enter it with certainty, commanding yourself, knowing you're the architect, beginning to create a world for humanity, service to humanity, and far beyond humanity, you're in the process of serving. So we wanted to give you a heads up. Please listen to the last session and enjoy what is about to occur. Blessings.